I think there's a big difference between making excuses and being flexible and kind to yourself. Okay, for example, I was gonna go walking in the parking lot while my daughter was in ballet class, right? It's cold, it's too cold. Making an excuse would be saying it's too cold when it's like 40 degrees. Now, for me, where I live in the Memphis area, that is very, very cold, okay? But I knew it was going to be really cold. So instead of letting myself have an excuse for why I just can't walk today, I put on a long sleeve shirt that covers my hands, a big hoodie, this big, super warm, puffy vest, and I brought my electric hand warmer, right? So I was going to try my best no matter what, right? But here's the difference. Now it started raining. Okay, and I'm being flexible and kind with myself because I am not so obsessed with getting a certain amount of steps that I'm gonna go walk when it's frigid to me and it's raining. Okay, to me, that's when that crosses a line to where this is not an excuse anymore. This is being kind to myself, and I'm not about to go make myself soaking wet in the rain while I'm walking. If I was obsessed with this, that's what I would be doing. I already have about 7,000 steps today, okay? Because before I left, I went on the walking pad, okay? I'm not making excuses. I'm being flexible with the situation. And today, it looks like I'm probably not going to get to walk outside. That's okay. Next week, maybe I will be able to walk outside, but I can't do it today. I am prepared for if it stops raining, but I'm not going to make this, I'm not making getting enough steps the more important thing than my health and my safety. Because I think a big problem that people get is they get super obsessed on specifics, okay? And you have to be willing to work with yourself on these things if this is going to be a lifestyle. This is not a crash diet. This is not a crash situation at all. I've changed my life. I am the kind of person that is very active now, right? When I was morbidly obese, I was not the kind of person who was very active. I've changed my lifestyle. So one day of things being a little bit different is not the end of the world, right? Now, if I say, well, it was raining today and now I can't walk this week, that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. If I said it's raining today and so now I'm not gonna get all my steps, that's crazy. There's a million ways you can get your steps that have nothing to do with outside, right? You can walk back and forth in your living room, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That'll get you your steps. That's just as much steps as walking outside. I walked for 45 minutes on my walking pad before I left the house. My lifestyle is very active, okay? And because my lifestyle is very active, I do not have to beat myself up and do crazy things like walk outside in the cold while it's raining. I'm not punishing myself for anything, okay? This is just my lifestyle.